Hello? Is this thing working? Hello? Hello? Oh, okay, it's on. Okay. Hi, I am your band teacher. All right, it's okay, all right. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your band teacher, it's Mr. Black. I'm so happy you're here. And this is lesson number 3 for the saxophones. Not the saxophones. I didn't say the saxophones. It's the saxophones. And I'm excited to teach you today a couple things. Number 1, we're going to talk about how to make a really good sound on the saxophone and troubleshoot some problems. If you're maybe not getting the best sound you want, I'll probably show you how we can fix that in this video. And number 2, we're going to show you how to keep our instrument nice and clean and safe for us to use going forward. So, my friends, without any further ado, let's check out lesson number 3. All right, so here we are, lesson number 3. I'm excited. We've talked about how to build our instrument. We talked about the first 3 notes and what those are for saxophone. If you forget, first note is G, second note is A, and third note is B. Note number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. No number 4 yet, we'll get there. But today we're going to talk about making a good sound. So let's start off by getting our instrument somewhat sort of set up. Let's start by making our noisemaker. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to find the neck of your saxophone. Don't find your physical neck. Don't take your physical neck off. Okay, so we're going to find our neck. Don't ask me why. I have no clue. Mine is wrapped in a sock. It's fine. Don't freak out. It's totally normal. Look, it's totally normal. I've got the neck of my saxophone. It looks like this probably for you. And don't worry, if you play the tenor saxophone, same thing that I'm going to teach you today with the altos. It works. It's all the same. Okay, so here we go. We have our neck. The next step is getting your mouthpiece, my friends. And this is my mouthpiece right here. And I want to make sure I put it on. Now, for you, you might want to use the cork grease that looks like chapstick. Let me see if I've got a little tube of that here. Let's see if I can get it out here. Where did I put that? I had some. No, apparently not. In this case, I never have my cork grease. Anyways, if you want to put a little cork grease on here with your little tube of chapstick, it's not real chapstick, it's cork grease. You can do that. That'll make this part easy. All you do is slide it back and forth as you put it on. Now, friends, what's really important is you make sure that the open side is facing down and the totally covered side is facing up. Okay, so you got your neck, you got your mouthpiece. Next step, get your reed. This is probably what your reed kind of looks like. We'll see if it focuses. Does it focus? Focus. Focus. It's not going to focus. Anyways, this is your reed. And the next step we want to do is we want to get our reed wet. So here we go. Ready? Whoa. Now, watch. Flat side, not flat side. Put the flat side up and put the soft side and the hard side. We want the soft side in our mouth, right? Okay. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying that. Anyway, we're going to do that for about 10 seconds. Then you're going to flip. And if you can still understand me, you can speak saxophone very well. Good job. Okay? All right. We got our reed. We got our mouthpiece. Next step, take the ligature off. For those who are following along at home, that was take the ligature off, the metal part. Okay? You're going to put the flat part, just like always, flat part of the reed on the flat part of the mouthpiece. We're going to line that up. Make sure we never touch from the top. If you touch from the top, it might break. We don't want to break our reeds. Okay. Once you've done that, we're going to slide our ligature on just like this. Now watch, friends. Watch. I'm doing it very carefully so that my screw's on the back. That's what I'd like. Now watch what happens. If I turn this on upside down, or put it on upside down, it doesn't go anywhere. Mr. Black, help, it's stuck. How am I going to do this? I got your back. Don't worry. All you got to do is flip it upside down, right side up. Boom. And now it's on there. Okay? We want to make sure that your ligature, and this is really cool, saxophone players, your ligature, let's see if I can get this. Can I? I bet I can. Your ligature should match. There's a little line right there on your mouthpiece. We want to match that ligature, okay? Once it's there, we want to tighten it nice and tight. Okay, next step to make a good sound on the saxophone. Roll that bottom lip in, and use the corner of your mouth. Think, eee. I got a phone call interrupted me. A phone call, anyways. So we're going to say eee with our corners down, kind of like a sad face. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I am, okay? Bottom lip's in, top teeth are going to go right on the mouthpiece. Here's what I want. Can you put this right here, like this? Watch how much mouthpiece I'm taking. See how much mouthpiece I put in. Not a lot, okay? Not a lot. Corner eye out, shut, and we're going to make this sound so you got nice and tall. Nice sound! I know, Mr. Black. Thank you. Oh, wait, I am Mr. Black. What's going on? Anyways, if you can't make that sound, here's probably what's happening. Watch. Probably the sound you might get first. We don't want to puff our cheeks out. To fix that, you use the corner of your mouth. You squeeze the corner of your mouth to make sure it's nice and solid and tight around your mouthpiece. And the other thing that we want to make sure you don't do is roll that lip out. We want that rolled lip in, not in, okay? Now, if I do that, see if we can do 4 of them together, right? I bet you just did a great job. Now, remember, to tongue is a weird thing. If you take your tongue, we want the tip of your tongue on the very tip of the reed. We want it actually to go right there, right there. We don't want it right. No, that's too high. Not there, too low. We want it right there, okay? Give me 4 of those, right? Nice job, my friends. Let's put the whole instrument together and talk about making a good sound there. Ready, set, go! Whoa, magic. Whoa, see how easy that was? Oh, wait, my instrument's not put together. Give me a second. 5, 4, 3. See, I got my instrument. Okay, and saxophones, you know, the next thing we want to do is we want to hook in our saxophone like this. It's hooked in. And we want to tighten our neck strap. Friends, to tighten our neck strap, you're going to take the bottom loopy part right here, and you're going to hold that while you pull up on your neck strap, okay? Okay, next step, we want to loosen our neck screw, and we want to slide our neck in like that, okay? Remember, friends, if you forget how to hold the instrument, lesson number 2 talks about that, lesson number 1 talks about that. Lesson 3, I'm kind of hoping you know how to hold it. Remember, it's a C, left hand first, 1, skip a button, 2, 3, your right hand's underneath. Now, we want to play note number 1, which we know in saxophone world is G, and we want to make a good sound. In order to do that, you can actually move your mouthpiece so your head's not tilted anymore. Isn't that crazy? You sit up nice and tall, huge breath support, use the tightened corners of your mouth. See what happens. Did that work for you? Let me guess. You probably got too high of a note like this. If that happened, no worries. It's totally normal. I always tell students that I like to eat giant sandwiches. And you're wondering, Mr. Black, why are you talking about giant sandwiches? The answer is, I like to eat food. You like to eat food. We all like to eat food. Anyways, pretend you have a giant sandwich in front of you, okay? You want to take a big bite? Seriously, do this with me, okay? Your parents are around. It's okay. You can do it with me. Ready? Here we go. You're going to take a big bite like this. Up, okay? If you're going to take a big bite, that's the feeling we should have in our mouth and our throat to allow lots of air to go through so it doesn't get pinched off. If we do that and open up and sit nice and tall, you'll get the lower sound. And that's what we want for note number 1, okay? That's how we make a good sound. Another thing that might happen, with saxophone players, sometimes our left hand hits a button or two, these side buttons. If you're getting not a good sound, chances are you might be hitting one of those buttons. So make sure your hand is nice and curved, like that C shape. And make sure with your right hand, you're not hitting one of the 2 or 3 of these buttons. We want to make sure that we're not interfering there. So I always keep my thumb down like this, okay? One more time, 4 Gs. Ready? And very nice. Let's go to how to clean this, and of course the joke, and also of course the challenge of the week. Let's check it out. Hi friends, so we want to talk about how to clean this, and I meant to mention this too. It's really hard to play with a band mask, but I want you to practice every now and then at home with it. You don't have to practice all the time with it, because you can practice without the mask, because next year hopefully we won't need them. But I recommend practicing with those band masks to get used to it, because we're going to be using them during class, okay? The next step, to clean our saxophone, we want to do a couple things. The first thing is, I want to take my neck off of my saxophone, like this. And we're going to take the reed off first. So we're going to loosen the ligature like this. We're going to take the reed off like this. And we're going to do this to the reed. We're going to take the reed and take the reed case. Now your reed cases, you go in from the bottom like this. You want to use the soft part of the reed going through there, okay? For mine's a little different. I put it in sideways, okay? We want to make sure the reed's nice and safe. This is the easiest way to break your reed. Don't break your reed. You won't be happy if you need new ones, okay? Reed's put away. We're in good shape there. For right now, we're going to take the body of our saxophone and we're going to place it in our case because we're going to use something I want to show you and talk to you about. Now, some of you might have one of these. It looks like a giant silk cloth and a long string. This is called a swab. And for those of you who have one of these types of swabs, with your mouthpiece and your neck still attached, you can run the swab right through it like this. And then you just pull through the other end and you let it out. Now this is something we don't want to do during school because this will allow a lot of our aerosols to be spread around us. We don't want that. So we'll do this at home the day that we play, okay? Pull it through. Now some of you might have a different one that might look more like a little foam piece and some felt. You can't pull that one through your neck or your mouthpiece. And that's okay. With your mouthpiece, if you just run some lukewarm or cool water through it, that'll get rid of any type of extra spit that's left. So that's okay, okay? But we don't want to run that felt piece through our neck or our mouthpiece because it'll get stuck. Again, if you have one of these, you're in good shape, okay? So once we've done that, you can put your mouthpiece away. We're going to put my ligature back on so I don't forget my ligature and lose it. And we're going to put our neck away in our case. Remember, for me, I don't know why I have a random tube socket goes in, but it definitely has a random tube socket that it goes in. So there we go. There's the random tube socket goes in. And I'm going to place that in the neck area. Now, let's roll out that body of the saxophone again, okay? When we go to clean our instrument, we can take the bell cover off, which is what I'm going to do right now, like that. And you're going to do the same thing you did to your neck with your swab, but this time you're going to go in through the bell. So we're going to lay that string all the way down in there, and we're going to place our fabric in here like this, and super carefully, because we don't want to drop it. In fact, you could probably still have this attached to you so it doesn't fall. Super carefully, you're going to turn it upside down and let that string run all the way down through your instrument. Now, this might take a few attempts. For me, apparently, I can't get it through all the way. So we're going to see if the second time is the charm. That means it wasn't down all the way. I want to make sure it goes down in there. Okay, we're going to pull it and let it slide. There we go. And you're just going to do this. And you're going to pull it all the way through. Now, my felt friends, that might take a little extra, strength. So if you have a family member who might want to help you, you can do that. Be very careful that you're not pulling it and breaking off any piece of your saxophone when you're pulling that through. It should be nice and gentle. Again, like this, and I'll do it about 2, maybe 3 times if I need to. And once that's through, you put your end cap on and you place your body of your saxophone in the case. And bada bing, bada boom, you have cleaned your instrument and it is good to go. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget about your bell cover. That should stay on your instrument when you put it away, okay? Friends, thank you for checking out lesson number 3 for the saxophone. Let's talk today about a dad joke. Ready? Okay. Why was Darth Vader afraid of moving the Death Star? Anybody? Anybody else? Star Wars joke, dad joke. Ready? I'll tell Yoda later. Get it? Because it's it's not funny. Okay, serious time. Ready? Challenge. The next challenge that I want you to do. If you do this, you'll get a second Rancher of the Jolly this week. What I'd like you to do is to draw a picture of Mr. Black being chased by a giant man eating pineapples. Seriously, I want to see your artistic skills. Maybe extra credit will be awarded for like colors. Stick figures are okay. Sharp objects with the stick figures, it's questionable, but it's okay. So if you do that, take a picture and send it to my email. Guys, you were great today. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you later, alligator. Peace out, sauerkraut. Bye-bye.